Merhaba. Nasılsınız? Adim Kimochi. Actually, today I'm on my way here. I followed your friends. I repeated the phrases. Adim. But I'm not good at the Turkish language, so forget about my damn language. Okay. My name is Kimochi. I'm so happy to be here. And Saru-san, his shakuhachi performance, my heart got so peaceful, calmful. But I need to motivate my heart before my stage. So now I'm ready to perform. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna perform some stories with rakugo style in English. Rakugo is not just it's comedy. Sometimes people consider the differences between stand-up comedy in the Western world and rakugo. But rakugo is a type of storytelling. So some stories are funny, some stories are scary, disgusting, romantic. So during my performance, I hope you'll enjoy this traditional storytelling arts. And after my performance, I hope you'll become a big fan of rakugo in both of Japanese and English, and especially Kimochi. Okay, so now I'm gonna give you some tips for you to enjoy rakugo stories. Since most of you, maybe all of you, it might be the first time to enjoy rakugo, right? Yes. Okay. Then let me give you some tips. Some people yesterday watched my performance and forget about what I'm saying right now. Okay. Let me give you some tips. 3 tips. Okay. The first tip: when you feel like laughing, please laugh. Follow your inner voice. Okay. Follow your instinct. Open your mind. Second, when someone sitting right next to you laughs, please laugh. So you need to be careful. There are 2 directions. One is, of course, for me, and the other is for your partner, friends. Okay. And the third one, the most difficult one. Of course, I'm gonna put some jokes, several jokes into my speech performances, but sometimes we have differences in taste, laughing taste, or what we call diversity. In such cases, when my jokes don't work, I'm gonna give you some sign like this. Please laugh. Okay, please laugh. When you feel like laughing, laugh. When someone sitting next to you laughs, laugh. And when I give you some sign, you must laugh. Okay, you're ready to enjoy my performance. Okay. First, let me introduce one of Japan's prime minister. His name is Yoshiro Mori Yoshiro. People say, most Japanese say he's the funniest prime minister. One episode happened about 25 years ago. Mori-san, basically he was serious, diligent, worked so hard, but so funny. Mori-san, Prime Minister Mori, he wanted to have a meeting with the President of the United States of America, whose name was Bill Clinton. So, but unfortunately, Mori-san, he didn't speak English at all. He didn't know single English word. He was basically serious, worked so hard, so he wanted to say hello in English, greeting in English. But he didn't know what to say. So he asked his staff member what he should do. staff member said to the Mori, sorry, Prime Minister Mori, Mr. Mori, it's so simple. Simple. Yes, simple. All you've got to do is just rehearse only 2 phrases. 2 phrases. Yes, 2 phrases. First phrase will be, how are you? How are you? Yes, the conversation will start with, how are you? And then, after that, Mr. Clinton will reply to you with a big smile on his face. I'm fine, thank you, and you? You sure? Yes, I'm sure. And then after that, you might want to say, me too. Me too. So how are you and me too? That's all I've got to rehearse. Yes. One more thing. You might want to keep smiling. Smile is really important to communicate with each other. How are you and me too? And keep smiling. Smile is the last thing I can do. But I need to practice. Practice makes perfect. So, Prime Minister Mori kept rehearsing 2 phrases and smiled. Even in his working time, he kept rehearsing, practicing the 2 phrases and smile. Oh, I need to practice the phrases. First phrase. How are you? Me too. How? I forgot to smile. I need to check my smile in the mirror. How are you? Me too. How are you? Me too. So finally the meeting day came. At the airport, Bill Clinton, President, is waiting for the Prime Minister Mori to come. Could you imagine one situation? Right in front of you, your favorite celebrity standing. Maybe your president, first president, standing right in front of you. How would you feel? You must get nervous, right? Yes. Prime Minister Mori, in front of the President, Bill Clinton, he got so nervous in front of the President. His heart was pounding. The sweat came up all over his body. So in front of the President, Prime Minister Mori got so nervous that instead of saying, how are you, he said to the President, who are you? The President, Bill Clinton, understood what was going on. Yes, Bill Clinton was also funny. He knew what jokes are all about. So, Bill Clinton, he replied to Mori, the Prime Minister, with a sense of humor. I'm the husband of Hillary Clinton. Prime Minister Mori, he got relieved to hear that, oh, my English went well. Yes, practice makes perfect. I did great. Yes. And then Prime Minister Mori replied to the President of the United States of America with a big smile on his face. Me too. Thank you very much. How are you? I'm fine, thank you, and you. That's a typical greeting most Japanese learned at school. When I was a junior high school student, every time, every English English teacher entered the classroom saying, hello everyone, how are you? All the students, including me, replied to the teacher, I'm fine, thank you, and you. But it's not always a shiny day. Sometimes we got snowy days, rainy days, cold days. Our feelings, of course, not always fine. But all the students must reply to the teacher, I'm fine, thank you, and you. So funny. And I'm so proud of one thing that Japanese have. It's diligence. Diligence. Once we learn something, we can keep doing. We can carry on it. That is what we can be proud of. But things have two sides, bright side and dark side. Our bad trip as a Japanese, once we learn something, we tend to insist on it. We can't change. We can't be flexible. One day, one young university student, a Japanese university student, went to the US. It was very time for him to travel the US soil. He took a rental car and drove it. It was so enjoyable travel to him, but suddenly, you don't have to laugh. It's just suddenly some tragedy happened. Car accident. The young Japanese university students seriously hurt. The local American gathered around him, looked so worried. The American said to the university student, "Are you okay? Are you okay? How are you?" Japanese university student replied to the local American, "I'm fine, thank you, and you." That's what I'm proud of as a Japanese. So you see how RAKUGO stories go. One storyteller sit on the stage and tell a variety of stories and changing face directions. You can imagine multiple characters talk to each other, okay? And then face angles mean you can see where the speakers are. I mean, like the conversation between a man on the second floor and the other on the first floor, like this. Hello, oh, what's up? A father and his kid walking down the street side by side. Dad, what? And two people walking down the street in line like this. Hey, don't push, it's so crowded. We've got some bicycle race. Go fast. Okay. So, face directions and eye directions, so really important. And the most important thing is your imagination. Your imagination. So look at me, I'm 49 years old, a Japanese person. But once I say, I am a beautiful woman with black long hair. So you might want to imagine some kind of beautiful woman, black long hair. Maybe she might be voluptuous, hourglass, sexy. But I'm 49 years old. Man. Once I say I have an apple in my hand, of course nothing in my hand, but you might want to imagine something red, something succulent, delicious. Delicious. Do you want to eat apple? So could you catch it? I'm gonna throw it to you. Could you catch it? Why don't you try it? Delicious? Oh, you're great. Okay. So pass it to your friend. Okay, why don't you try it? So how was it? Delicious? Delicious. Okay, great. Okay, then let me give you another apple, but this time not delicious, just decayed, rotten apple. Not red, black, and it smells bad, stinky. Do you want to eat it? No, you must eat it. I'm gonna throw it to you, so please, why don't you catch it, okay? And okay, you don't have to eat, just smell it, okay? It's stinky.
Oh, it's
Bad? Why don't you try it? Yeah, why don't you? Thank you. Nothing in my hand, but with your imagination help the story being completed. So people say Rakugo is a kind of collaboration between storytellers and the audience. So at first, like I said, I gave you some tips, and let me add your imagination to the tips. Okay, and Japanese cotton towel called tenugui, and Japanese traditional fan called sensu. These only things are what storytellers are allowed to bring with on the stage. And with these two props, Rakugo performers pretend to do a lot of things. I mean, mimic, like smartphone. I just took some photos. Like a wallet. I'm not that rich, so I don't have enough money. And the Japanese traditional sake bottle called tokuri. And goes some paper, pen. Japanese samurai katana. And chopsticks. I have it, hot soba noodles. Actually, in Japan, only while eating noodles, we're allowed to make any sound. Not implied in Japan, only in Japan. So long noodles, look so chewy. Delicious. So all what storytellers do is in order to stimulate your imagination. Okay? And that's why Rakugo, people say Rakugo is similar to reading. While you're reading books, you imagine heroes, heroines, situations, villains, right? But once the stories turn into a movie or something, sometimes you might feel, this is not what I'm thinking. This hero is not mine. Far away from my imagination. That could happen, right? Rakugo, same things happen while you enjoy Rakugo stories. That's one of the reasons why Rakugo has been surviving since the Edo era for over 400 years. Okay. So maybe in the near future, I would like to come back here. Okay. I'm not sure when, but at the next opportunity, maybe you might feel in something different. Because during I'm away from here, of course you spend your life and I spend my life. And those experiences will give you another taste. Okay? That is, even if I perform the same story in front of you in the next future, maybe I guarantee it, you might get another feeling. That is why Rakugo stories have been surviving, and that is why you might want to call me, invite me again. Now I'm schedule is open. It's always anytime I'm available. Okay. Now let me show you another story. It's a little bit longer one. The story gave me some milestone, game changer. It happened in 2016 at Aomori Prefecture, Japan. U.S. Air Base is in Misawa, Aomori. I had a chance to visit the U.S. Air Base and perform English Rakugo stories in front of the U.S. military people. And at that time, small kids, after my performance, came closer to me after my performance. They looked so excited, and they gave me some compliments. I mean, your performance is really great. And then I became confident. My English will work, my performance will work anytime, anywhere, as long as people speak English. So let me share the story with you all. It happened at a zoo. And the two names, I'd like you to remember two names. One name is Kiroku. An old-fashioned name, Japanese name. Now that most Japanese don't use such kind of old name. The other name is not a proper name, but a general term. Inkyo. Sometimes we use it, go inkyo sama, inkyo. And when we point out some elder person, a male person, with respect. Inkyo has a lot of knowledge, wisdom. So young people often visit Inkyo to get some advice. Okay, so this story will start with a conversation between Kiroku and Inkyo. The title is The Zoo.